One wrong outfit choice at the airport can turn you into that passenger, stuck at security, sweating in discomfort, or worse, missing your flight. I learned this the hard way when I watched a guy with a shiny metal belt buckle hold up the TSA line for nearly 20 minutes, everyone glaring at him like he'd just ruined their day. One tiny zipper or buckle can turn your quick TSA stop into a nightmare for the whole line. The wrong outfit can cost you time and comfort. The right one? It can make the difference between gliding through security and starting your trip in chaos. So here's my promise. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what not to wear in 2025 and what to wear instead to move through the airport with ease and stay comfortable in the air. Ready to discover the one outfit trick even seasoned travelers overlook? Stick around to the end, because I'll reveal a secret outfit hack that even TSA agents wish you knew. Something that could make your next flight feel like a breeze. What's the one thing you'll regret wearing when TSA asks you to take off your jacket? Your base layer. I learned this the hard way in Delhi, stuck in a see-through undershirt at security with strangers staring. That's when I realized your base layer is what really gets judged. So keep it simple. A fitted t-shirt, a breathable Henley, maybe a lightweight turtleneck. The kind of piece you'd feel fine wearing in front of 200 strangers. Guess which fabric could save you from hours of itching? Natural fibers. Merino wool or bamboo fight odors, resist wrinkles, and stay comfortable for hours. Cotton's okay, but it won't handle sweat or dry cabin air as well. Synthetic fabrics? Risky. They trap heat, and in rare cases, they can even melt during an emergency. Want to know which shirt color hides spills and keeps you out of trouble? Dark shades, navy, charcoal, black. They'll survive coffee mishaps way better than white. Skip the slogans, politics, or graphics that might start drama at 35,000 feet. And please, no jumpsuits or rompers, because wrestling with your entire outfit in a cramped airplane lav is not the adventure you want. My go-to for long flights is a slim-fit navy merino t-shirt. It looks polished, stays fresh even after hours, and feels just as good when you're dragging yourself to baggage claim. So what should you pair with your base layer? Ready to learn how to layer like a pro without overheating? Don't miss the next tip, because my next trick might surprise you. It's something 90% of travelers get wrong. Ever sat down on a plane, finally got comfortable, and then the cabin turned into an icebox? You're digging through your bag, elbows flying, trying to yank a hoodie over your head without smacking the person next to you. I know it's not fun. That's why your mid-layer, the sweater or light jacket, is your real temperature control. And here's the rule. Zip-ups beat pullovers every time. One quick move and you're good. No accidental headlocks on your seatmate. Guess what could make you the most annoying passenger on the plane? Your mid-layer choice. Oversized puffers don't just hog space in the overhead. They're a nightmare in an evacuation, blocking aisles and slowing everyone down. Even in normal conditions, trying to peel one off in economy feels like a wrestling match. Color matters too. Bright tops reflect screen glare and make watching movies miserable. Darker shades like navy, charcoal, or black keep things low-key, and they hide stains when your OJ takes a nosedive onto your lap. And about fabric, merino wool isn't just for base layers. It's a mid-layer superstar too. Odor-resistant, lightweight, and comfy. Cotton works, but it's bulkier and slower to dry. Instead of a bulky hoodie, I travel with a navy merino zip-up sweater. It's light, packs small, and keeps me warm without turning the seat into a wrestling ring. Ready for the final layer? Your outer jacket can either be your best travel ally or the reason you face one of the most common airport headaches. Your jacket does way more than you think. It isn't just about staying warm. It's your shield, your storage, and your secret weapon. I once watched a traveler try to board with a giant puffer coat. It wouldn't fit in the bin, wouldn't fit under the seat, and by the time she tried to cram it overhead, the whole cabin was rolling their eyes. Bulky coats slow you down everywhere, security, boarding, even in an evacuation when speed actually matters. A smarter choice? A lightweight rain shell or travel jacket. Slim, packable, and versatile. It layers right over your sweater without turning you into the Michelin Man. One trick I swear by: load your jacket pockets with your wallet, phone, and boarding pass before security. Then drop the whole jacket into the bin. No fuss, no forgotten items, and the line keeps moving. Curious why jacket color matters more than you think? Bright shades look great in photos, but on a plane they reflect screen glare and make it harder to relax. Darker tones, navy, charcoal, black, keep you looking sharp on the go. For me, it's a navy rain shell from Colombia. Water resistant, feather light, folds into its own pocket, and the hood doubles as a little privacy shield when I need to zone out mid-flight. And while your outer layer is all about storage and flexibility, the very first thing you put on, your underwear, can quietly decide how good or bad your flight feels. Sounds dramatic? Not when you're stuck at 35,000 feet for 10 hours. Pick the wrong pair, and what seemed fine at home turns into a mid-air torture device. It's not the flashiest travel tip, but comfort on a flight really does start with what's underneath. A viewer once told me they wore brand new underwear on a red-eye to London. By hour 5, she was twisting in their seat, shifting nonstop, just to keep a stiff seam from digging into their side. Everyone else was asleep. She was wide awake, silently cursing their wardrobe choice. That's when it hit me. Something this small can decide your whole flight. So here's the golden rule. Only fly in underwear you've already field tested. If it feels good through a long day on the ground, it'll work in the air. If not, don't risk it. Go for moisture-wicking fabrics like bamboo or travel-ready synthetics. They keep you fresh in the bone-dry cabin air. Cotton holds sweat, and bras with wires or heavy elastic become mini torture devices after a few hours. For women, the best option is something light and supportive, the kind you forget you're even wearing. A clever hack many frequent flyers swear by: pack a panty liner or thin insert for long-haul flights. Swap it halfway through, and you'll feel unexpectedly refreshed, even if you can't change clothes. Another move that works wonders: tuck a fresh pair of underwear into your personal bag. Change right before landing, and it feels like you've just hit a reset button. Suddenly, you're sharper, calmer, and ready to face whatever's waiting outside the terminal. The takeaway? Underwear isn't just a detail. Pick right, and you step off the plane feeling collected, almost like you're starting the day fresh instead of ending a marathon in the sky. Now, we've handled the layer that sits closest to your skin. But what about the part of your body that bears the brunt of every flight? Your feet? Next up is the sock strategy that can keep you comfortable and even protect your health. Ever worn flip-flops to the airport? At security, you're asked to take them off, and suddenly you're barefoot on a cold, sticky floor that's seen thousands of travelers before you. On the plane, the air gets chilly, your toes go numb, and after a few hours, your legs feel heavier than your carry-on. Never fly without socks. They're not just about comfort. They're about hygiene, warmth, and keeping your legs healthy. Compression socks are your game changer for your legs. They reduce swelling and clot risk. Layer them with soft merino or bamboo for extra comfort and freshness. And don't forget the hygiene factor. Socks also shield you from grimy airport floors. Security lanes, lavatories, and jet bridges aren't places to go barefoot. Want an easy in-flight upgrade? Pack an extra pair in your personal bag. Slip them on before landing, and it feels like a reset button for your whole body. Suddenly, you're lighter on your feet and ready for whatever comes next. Now that your feet are sorted, let's talk about the next piece that can ruin or save your flight: your pants. The wrong pair can dig into your waist, make you uncomfortable, and leave you tugging and shifting, wishing you'd skipped that in-flight meal. You step onto the plane in stiff, skinny jeans. By hour 3, you're twisting in your seat like you just ran a marathon, wishing you'd chosen differently. So here's the fix. Pick pants that actually let you relax. The waistband matters most. Go for stretch, because flights mean long hours sitting, salty meals, and that inevitable bloated feeling. Traditional jeans? They dig into your stomach and turn every shift in your seat into in-flight discomfort. And here's a question most travelers never think about. What tiny detail can save your passport or phone from sliding onto the cabin floor? Zippered pockets. They keep your essentials secure, especially when you're standing, sitting, or rummaging at security. Another trap? Wide pant legs. They look stylish on the ground, but in airports, they catch on escalators, drag across sticky floors, and even brush against luggage belts. Cuffed joggers or tapered pants keep everything neat and easier to move in. And shorts? Big mistake. Cabins usually sit around 65 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and those seats aren't exactly freshly sanitized. Having your bare skin pressed against cold fabric, or worse, mystery stains, will make you regret packing light. Want a quick test before you fly? Raise your arms like you're in a TSA scanner, then bend forward as if reaching under the seat. If your pants pinch, ride too low, or feel stiff, they're not flight ready. So, pick pants that move with you and keep you comfortable. But here's something most travelers never consider. Sometimes your main pants aren't enough. Cabins can dip to refrigerator-level temps and stay that way for hours, no matter what season it is outside. That's where a bonus layer comes in. Leggings for women or long johns for men, worn underneath your regular pants. Here's a question most travelers never ask. What keeps your legs warm on a freezing flight? A hidden layer. Cabins may look fine at first, but once you're stuck in the same seat for hours, the cold creeps in fast, and it hits your legs first. That's where leggings for women or thermal long johns for men make all the difference. They slip under your regular pants without adding bulk, yet keep you far more comfortable. I take a Canada to Asia trip every year, 2 flights, each about 12 hours. Even when I'm heading to humid Thailand, the cabin feels more like a walk-in freezer. Passengers without that extra layer end up curled under paper-thin blankets, while the ones who came prepared actually rest. Guess what makes even summer flights feel like winter? The steady chill of the cabin air. If your journey is longer than 4 hours, that hidden layer can be the difference between teeth chattering and dozing peacefully. Pick materials that breathe, light merino, bamboo, cotton blends, or synthetics, so you stay warm in the air without overheating when you land in a hotter climate. So yes, a hidden layer might seem unnecessary, but this simple trick keeps you cozy without extra bulk. We've covered every layer from top to bottom. Now let's move to the one piece that carries you through every step: your shoes. Choose wrong, and they'll make your trip miserable. Actually, your shoes do more work on travel days than any other piece of clothing. You're walking miles through terminals, standing in lines, slipping them off at security, then wearing them for hours in a cramped cabin. Choose wrong, and every step feels heavier. I once saw a woman at TSA wrestling with knee-high lace-up boots. By the time she got them off, the whole line was groaning, and she hadn't even boarded yet. So, what should you wear? Think slip-on sneakers or lightweight walking shoes. They slide on and off in seconds, hug your feet without pinching, and still look presentable when you land. Guess what type of shoe makes flight attendants cringe? Flip-flops. You'll end up barefoot on security floors, and in an emergency, they're useless. High heels aren't much better. Unstable, hard to remove, and risky if you need to move fast. Heavy boots? Unless you're landing in a snowstorm, pack them. They're bulky, set-off detectors, and slow everything down. One easy move: before heading to the airport, loosen your laces so you can slip your shoes off quickly. And here's something most travelers never think about. Pack disposable shoe covers or a clean pair of socks in your personal bag. Swap them before landing, and you'll feel instantly refreshed, like you've hit reset from the ground up. Shoes are the base of every airport outfit. Get them right, and the rest of your look falls into place. We've covered layers, pants, and shoes. But one thing travelers forget can still make or break your flight: scent. Yes, the wrong shoes can lead to odors that annoy everyone around you. And it's not just shoes. Perfume, cologne, even body odor can cause problems in a sealed cabin. We've all been there. The cabin's sealed, the air's recycled, and suddenly, someone's perfume hits like a wall. No open windows, no escape, just you and that overpowering cloud for the next 8 hours. It sounds extreme, but strong odors can get you noticed for the wrong reasons. Airlines may even ask you to address it if other passengers complain. Guess what makes it worse? Cabin air cycles every few minutes, spreading any scent evenly through 150 strangers. That spritz you thought was subtle at home becomes a fog mid-flight. And it's not just perfume. Heavy aftershave, strong lotions, even the smell of tired feet in tight shoes can travel farther than you think. Want to know the simple fix most people overlook? Skip the spray and pack a small refresh kit instead. A toothbrush, wipes, maybe a light moisturizer with SPF. These do more for you mid-flight than any bottle of cologne. Here's the part most people miss. Cabin crew notice. When a passenger smells fresh and considerate, it doesn't just make neighbors happy. It often earns friendlier service too. So yes, your scent travels with you, literally. Choose wisely, and the whole ride feels lighter for everyone, including you. Now that we've handled the invisible layer, scent, let's finish off with the extras. Small accessories that quietly shape your flight experience. They might look minor, but the right ones can turn hours in the sky into something far easier to handle. It's often the little extras that decide how comfortable you feel in the air. Miss them, and the flight drags on. Pack them right, and suddenly the hours pass much easier. Take care. Claw clips or metal pins may look stylish, but try leaning back on them for hours. It feels like a Lego jammed into your skull. A soft scrunchie or a quick braid is far kinder when you're trying to nap. One item that pulls double duty? A lightweight beanie. On overnight flights, it keeps you warm, and pulled low, it doubles as an eye mask. Sunlight is another sneaky culprit. At 35,000 feet, the rays are stronger than on the ground, and when the crew lifts the window shades before landing, it can feel like staring into a spotlight. A dab of sunscreen before boarding and a pair of sunglasses at descent protect both your skin and your eyes. Jewelry works the same way. Less is more. A ring or simple chain is fine, but big bracelets or layered necklaces only slow you down at TSA. Contact lenses? Best left at home on long hauls. The cabin air is desert dry, and within a few hours, your eyes will feel scratchy. Glasses are safer, easier, and save you the hassle of carrying lens solution through security. If you want to step off the plane feeling human again, pack an eye mask and noise-canceling headphones. Darkness and quiet can turn a sleepless night into real rest. Accessories aren't side notes. They're the small decisions that protect your comfort and sanity when you're locked in a cabin for hours. And there's one final trick seasoned flyers swear by, but many travelers skip: the airport sling or crossbody bag. Tiny, discreet, and a quiet game winner at security. Think of this as a little travel cheat code: the airport sling. A tiny crossbody or fanny pack can completely change how you move through security and boarding. I once saw a guy breeze through TSA with all his loose items, phone, passport, earbuds, tucked neatly into a slim sling bag. While everyone else was juggling trays, he just dropped the whole bag into the bin and was through in seconds. No fumbling, no forgotten items. The beauty of a sling is placement. Worn under your jacket, it doesn't count as an extra personal item. Airlines usually allow 2 pieces max, so if you've already got your 2 pieces, this way your sling keeps your essentials close without risking an extra fee. But if you wear it on the outside too obviously, it'll get counted as a 3rd item. Even better, it gives you quick access. Need your boarding pass, ID, or credit card at the gate? No digging through a backpack while people behind you sigh. Just unzip, grab, and go. Want to know the one feature that keeps your cards safe in a packed airport? RFID blocking slings. They protect your cards and passport from being skimmed in crowded terminals. And since they're small, you won't be tempted to overpack them. My favorite move: keep it loaded with just the non-negotiables: passport, phone, wallet, AirPods. That way, even if your carry-on gets gate-checked, your true essentials never leave your side. A sling might look minor, but it can be the difference between fumbling at every checkpoint and gliding straight through. The sling keeps you moving fast. So let's pull it all together. If you want an airport outfit that works every time, head to toe, here's the formula. Start with a breathable base layer. A t-shirt or Henley you'd feel fine wearing on its own. Add a flexible mid-layer, like a zip-up sweater, and top it with a lightweight jacket that doubles as storage at security. On the bottom, stick with joggers or tapered pants that stretch and move with you. If you run cold, slip on leggings or long johns underneath. For your feet, it's compression socks under something soft, finished with slip-on sneakers that get you through TSA in seconds. Keep accessories simple. scrunchies instead of claw clips, sunglasses for the sun at altitude, and glasses instead of contacts on long hauls. Then finish it off with a slim sling bag under your jacket. Your passport, phone, and boarding pass never leave your side. That's the system. It's not about looking like a runway model. It's about staying comfortable, breezing through security, and arriving feeling like yourself instead of a wrinkled, cranky mess. Now I'd love to hear from you. What's your go-to travel outfit? And what's the worst clothing mistake you've seen on a plane? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone, and if you picked up even one useful trick today, give this video a like and subscribe. I've got more hacks coming every week to make flying smoother, cheaper, and maybe even a little fun. See you in the next one, and hopefully not barefoot at TSA.